Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing good. I am ready to kick off this series with Blaze. Okay, so I want to talk to you about Bountiful Baby Kits and first steps. Bountiful Baby Kits, although they have improved over the last, probably even the last year, in my opinion, they still can be a challenge when painting. The hands and the feet, the tips of the toes, they're really waxy compared to other kits. Okay. It's just a type of vinyl that they use. So I have to approach my Bountiful Baby Kits a bit different than I do with the other kits. But I usually, a lot of times, I'll even do this step on the other kits because I like it so well. But what I'm going to be using here, my little, I forgot the name of it. A little mixing bowl thing. Ramekin, sorry. There's my ramekin. I'm going to be using Skin Texture Foundation by Authentic Reborn. I purchased this from McPherson. My odorless center. Linseed oil. And thinning medium. Now, for this step, I like to use, this is going to sound odd and strange, but I like to use a brush to apply it. In this short little brush, I got this from a dear friend of mine, Sue Ellen. She had sent me some different paints and things like that to try. And I just love it. And then just a brush here to mix. Now, you might ask, well, can I use a sponge? You're welcome to use a sponge if you'd like. But I like the effect that this brush gives to my doll for this step. So let's go ahead and let me show you how to mix this. We're probably going to need a toothpick to start because it does separate. And the only thing I have done to the kit so far is washed and let dry. So this is my very, very, very first kit. I mean, very, very, very first step. So I'm going to give this a real good mix here. Now, I'm showing you just the way that I do things, okay? Things I've tested throughout the years, things that I found to work best for me. I'm not telling you it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you this is my way. And this is how I like to do things. And pretty much everything's been based on trial and error. I can't remember the cost of this stuff. Anyway, you might ask, well, do I have to have that? Well, I mean, I guess you could use your, just your foundation, your skin color. But I like what this stuff does. It gives me that skin texture and a foundation to start from. So I'm just going to, because I'm going to do the whole kit, I'm going to grab a couple brushfuls here. Let's do one more. Now, some people I've seen, for some reason, they think that they have to have a gritty layer for first layer. And I guess what they're trying to achieve is this process here. But they will use their heat set varnish, their last their satin or their matte varnish, and they'll use that as a first layer. I don't recommend it. And the reason why is, although I've never done it personally, I have heard stories of artists that have done that and all of their paint crack off. So that's just what I've heard. Like I said, never had a personal experience with it, but I always use that stuff for the end. Okay, and this here is just my thin and medium. I'm just mixing this up real good together where it's separated a bit. I feel like a witch making a brew. I'm just going to put in, let's make sure you can see that good. I'm trying to put it over here to the side so you can see how much I'm putting in. I'm going to put in, my ratio is going to be about 1/4 of thinning medium compared to the amount of the foundation. Okay. And let me tell you something. I have never given anyone my secrets. Well, I call them secrets, but things I've found out over the years. A couple of artist friends of mine, I've given a few mixes and stuff like that too. But as far as full-blown, all-out secrets, I've never. So you guys are the first. So let's go ahead and mix this up. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to add some linseed oil. Some people are scared of linseed oil. I'll use it because it gives my paint a very good flow characteristic. Keeps it from getting dry and gritty. I put about 5 drops in. And I just like them linseed oil, especially for this layer. Okay. And as you can see, the consistency is about that of the thinning medium right now. And finally, I'm going to add in just a little bit of my thinning medium. I'm sorry, my odorless center. Just going to mix that up really well. I know this seems like a lot to do, but trust me, guys, for me this works well. And you'll see here in just a second. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my application brush here. I'm going to cover the top. Make sure you can see this good. Quit saying. Sorry guys, my dog's aggravating me. Just pounce this around. Sorry, I'm not used to doing this on camera. Okay, can you see that? That's my first skin layer. And as you can see, it looks like skin. Okay, so this is gonna give us two birds with one stone. It's gonna provide a nice foundation to start out with, and it's gonna give us that skin texture we're wanting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and reload my brush. And it's going to look odd at first when you first put it on. It's going to look milky and weird. But with that pouncing, that's what's going to give it the look you're wanting. Getting in behind those ears. You want to make sure you get into the cracks and crevices. Hang on, girl. If I'm not giving my puppy 100% of my attention, she's a little whiny girl. Aren't you? Yeah. Now, you want to make sure that when you're doing your limbs, you wipe it off of the nails, okay? You don't want this texture on your nails. And what you can do is just not to leave them naked. You could put a little bit of, for the first layer, you could put a little bit of thin and medium, or just a very translucent sheer pinky color, just to make them pretty up. I don't have much left here on the head, so see, guys, it doesn't really even take long either. And you also don't want this on the lips. I mean, you can leave them blank and just start on them with on the second layer if you choose. Sorry I keep hitting the camera, guys. Like I told you, I'm not used to reborning a camera at all. And then when you've got it all on, of course, you just want to go back over and make sure that all your doll is covered evenly. And make sure you're not like me and smear your paint sometimes. And then all you do is bake. And that's it for the first foundation layer. Let me make sure I got everything here. And if you get to where, because sometimes I find myself doing this a lot, and I got a little speck of dust right there. So I'll take my nail and dig it out and then pounce over it. I find myself doing this a lot because I reborn at weird hours. I'll go back in and wipe that off the lips in a minute. But if you find it, you know, you've done your head and most of your limbs, or you've done your head and you still have your limbs to go, but you're finished for the evening, or you have to rush out, take and put some saran wrap over this, and it will keep. Just mix it up again real good when you come back. So, I'm hoping you're catching this. I'm trying to use a lot so you can see that texture there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do my limbs just the very same way. And then I'm going to bake at a regular temperature. Let it cool, and then I'm on to my second layer. So I hope this has helped you guys. I'll be back with some more tips, tricks, and Reborn painting secrets soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share my videos with others. Maybe, they're interested in Reborn and could use some tips to make things faster and easier. Thanks so much, guys. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.